Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. How are you guys? Hope you're going well. Shorty is still relatively hungover. It's been a long day. A long day. I had work today, and last night got me. I was absolutely fucked. Shorty loves to drink, as you know, but wrote myself off last night. It was a bit of a disaster. We'll look at my team in a second. I actually had a good week, which I'm pleased about. We'll dive into in a sec. As you can tell, I'm still looking up at my TV screen because my laptop screen's absolutely fucked. Still got no microphone, so we're just recording on the phone. Shorty's life is in disarray at the moment, but so as you know, Shorty drinks Malibu all the time. Yeah, loves it, cool, great, whatever. But I thought, you know what? When I was away at Hall's Gap, I was at this place. I was like, "Oh, you got any Malibu?" No. I was like, "Okay, give me a vodka orange juice." Cool. No worries. Had it. I was like, nice, not too bad at all. Might dabble in that on a Saturday. So I thought, I won't drink the Malibu Saturday night. I'll just smash out some vodka OJ all night, see what happens there. So I bought myself a bottle of vodka. Not something I drink often. When I'm out, I would normally drink it. It didn't end well. Did not end well. Actually, I'll grab the bottle. I haven't checked yet how much I drank, which I'm guessing a relatively big amount because I'll get to the story in a minute, but Shorty did not end up in a good way. And I took on the Suntories again. I think I only had a couple, but nothing ends well when Shorty drinks a Suntory. So this is what I had. What do we got here? 20 standards, and I reckon I'm no hero. I'm not a big drinker. So yeah, Shorty had a bit there. I reckon we've knocked off 15 or 16 standards just in that, which is beyond my limit, and that was very evident. So I reckon by about 10 o'clock, the lights are on here, the strobe lights going, smoke machines going nuts. I was on the table dancing. Jeez, I think I could still be drunk here. I'm stuttering that much, and then it's pretty much snippets from there. Shorty should be better than this now. You know, he's getting on a bit in life. I should be an adult, but I'm just not. So, absolute disaster. We were going to go to town, and I remember just vibing so hard, thinking, how fucking good is this? And then once I got in the car, got a bit of movement going, the boys informed me that I was an absolute menace, which I don't remember being that much of a menace, but like I said, I remember snippets. And then the car ride there, I remember thinking, yeah, fuck yeah, how good's town going to be? Going to be fucking great. And then as soon as we started moving, have you ever had that feeling where you're like, oh no, I'm gone. I'm gone here. This is done. I'm not going to make it in. We got a 12-minute car ride here and I'm gone. A friend picked us up. Thank God it wasn't a random Uber. I think we pulled over 3 times. And Shorty had to throw up on the side of the road. Like an absolute child. Absolute disgrace. And then, yeah, I was clearly not going out. So Lauren was very good about it. You know, I remember just being next to my housemate. She was looking after me so good, and I was like, oh man. She was like, oh, do you need to get out? I was like, yeah, we need to get out again because I'm fucked here. So yeah, reckless as I'm normally pretty good with the drink. Like I'll get drunk, you know, relatively often, but not normally to that sort of level. And the vodka 1, Shorty 0. It was so I'll be back on the Malibu next week. But just waking up this morning, you know when you wake up and you sometimes forget what day it is, or that first like 2 or 3 seconds. I remember waking up going, oh, I feel relatively fresh. Oh no, oh my goodness. What's happened? I checked my phone. It's like I was a celebrity. There were notifications everywhere, videos of me, because I hadn't checked it for like, you know, when you're just drinking and you don't even check your phone. So I'm like, I'm watching my own demise. I'm going snap by snap from about 9 o'clock. Oh, didn't look good on the side of the road. I was, yeah, and I was like, shit, I don't remember doing that. Drink responsibly, guys. Drink responsibly. I didn't even set out to go that hard. I just wanted to try the vodka, get a little saucy. Got way too saucy. So, yeah. Oh, but I was about... So I started work at 1 today, and I got out of bed at 12:20. And at about 10 o'clock, I just nestled into bed. And I was... You know when you find one spot and you're like, yeah, I feel all right here. Then as soon as I got up, I was like, nah, I'm not feeling good here. My guts were feeling bad. I was like, fuck, how am I going to work? Got to about midday. I was like, you're just going to have to neck a banana, eat something, chuck some Nurofen into your head and see what you can do. So we got through. I actually feel relatively fresh now, but I normally feel way worse the next day. So we'll see. We'll see how we go. So it was a disaster. It was a disaster from Shorty. Wrote himself off. But we'll do it all again on Saturday. See what happens. Oh, gosh. Bit of fun, eh? Just a little bit of fun. Let's check my SuperCoach side, shall we? And I actually bounced back relatively well. I'd had a pretty poor few weeks, and Langers sent me a message and said, Shorty, you scored pretty well, and I love getting that message from Langers. And there we go, 2,570. I ranked pretty well. I actually thought I might have been ranked even a touch higher, but I'll take it. Moving up in the ranks, it's always a good day when you move up in the ranks, regardless. 7 out of 10 wins, we'll take that. We'll take that. And a brutal loss in draft. I've actually been going well in draft, but I lost this one. Lost this by 20, 30 points. Had a good win in this one. But Aaron Hall, I tell you what, I apologise if I made you trade Aaron Hall in. Fuck. Like I said to you guys, I recommend him for his scoring potential. Obviously, he comes with some risk getting injured. I did not expect it to happen immediately. And look, it's probably a disaster. I mean, I've got to check myself. I've got to be like, Shorty, when blokes are that injury prone, how can you go with him? I should have been smarter. So if you traded Aaron Hall in, I do apologise if you took my advice. If you see me out, I owe you a drink. I really do, because that was some piss poor advice. Oh, goodness me. So, how good was Jackie Sinclair? Just, sometimes SuperCoach is stressful, but when you're watching a player run around doing whatever he likes, it was so good. He was just racking them up, hitting targets left, right, centre, taking contested marks, intercept style. It was beautiful. So, I absolutely love that. Hewitt actually had an off night and still scored 87. I thought he was really struggling to get into it. And D'Ambrosio, fantastic. So, little emergency loophole. And Ware went really well as well. But obviously, I thought I'd have a look at Massimo, see how he went. Awesome first half too. But I thought 83, you got to take that every day of the week. So, left Stewart on the field. Crisp, he's just been okay lately, but wasn't his finest. And same with Jaden Short. I didn't catch the game today, but he's just a bit off. I don't know if he's still playing that midfield role, but I'd be very, very inclined to just put him to the half-back role. And watching Jordan Ridley just makes me nervous. It really does. He's so efficient with his touches. I felt like he only had about 16 possessions. He started slow, and I thought, oh, God, this bloke's struggling. So, look, I'll take an 80 at the end of the day because I really didn't think he had much of the ball. So, 17 touches. I'd imagine, like, his efficiency would have been high. He always has a few intercepts. I didn't think it was that high. So, yeah, only 3 intercepts, which is low for him. But, yeah, basically every touch was efficient. So, he scores well from the touches he has, but he makes me super, super nervous. Super nervous with the way he goes about it. Just doesn't have the ball-winning ability like he seemed to with his role in other years. But Oliver went massive. You know, Neil, you've got to take that VC, 135, take it every day of the week. But it was one of those ones where if you didn't take it, I would have been on Oliver or Sean Darcy, which I actually thought Darcy went bigger than that, but still, that's okay. Laird went bang, Oliver massive, and old mate Christian Petrarca went fucking bang. It's been a tough ride with Christian. I've been patient, but he paid me off there. Miller, fantastic. McRae, not his best, but, you know, tons up every single week, just about. Brayshaw was fantastic. And I honestly thought, I know Cripps had a quiet-ish first half, but I thought he was better than 98. Nonetheless, still a solid score. So really good midfield there. And Witts, again, for the second week in a row, a bit flat, but he's a relatively popular pick, so, you know, probably doesn't hurt you too much, but still disappointing. Darcy was great, like I mentioned. Bontempelli, really nice score. Again, probably thought he would score more than 108. It's funny when you watch the games, how you get a perception of what they score, but Dunkley, great. Parker, again, he sort of struggled late, so... I just saw Rioli's score. That's really fucking annoying. I mean, it's better than having him on the field, but I needed a little bit of cash gen from him. I just needed him to string together like a 50 or something like that. So that could be concerning. I thought Parker was dominant early and obviously went quiet, and I think he scaled down a little bit. Mitchy Duncan just lapping it up with that half-back roll. He loves it when he can just run around, bite off kicks. Obviously we would prefer Stewart playing from a Cats point of view and Supercoach, but certainly helps Duncan perform in that role. And Dustin Martin got subbed off, and I heard that in the van today. I was driving up, I fucking hit the steering wheel. I was like, you fucking kidding me? Here I am finally looking at a good week, and Dusty goes and gets subbed off. But he was tearing it up. I didn't realise, like I said, I didn't catch that game. I had Triple M on with the Giants-Hawks game. So he obviously found form and was dominating. So look at that. 17 touches, kicked a snag from what must have been 50% game time, 44% game time. So he was going to go huge. So, I mean, it gives me a bit of confidence that, things aren't too bad. Good typing there. I just want to check what it was. I think they said hamstring awareness. I mean, what's that? What's that? I mean, have you done it or have you not, Dustin? Come on, man. It's a weird term they use now. Let's have a look here. Control find, you bastard. Martin looks slick with 8 score involvements. That's how you do it. And Yo went off as well, which destroyed my draft team as well. And he was a hamstring as well. That's fucking annoying. Picked up Nick Nat in draft. That was a saucy little pick. So we might have to just wait and see. I cannot afford Martin to miss. I really can't. Like, that forward line's hanging on for dear life. What did Aaron Hall do? I'm guessing a soft tissue. I heard someone say something about concussion. I think it was Dill said that last night. Quad. Yeah, right. Turner was concussion. Fuck, the bloke knows how to ping a leg injury, doesn't he? Goodness me. Obviously Rose is there with the 49. Look, I mean, you always hope that they score 70 in that, but you can't hope too much. If you're playing a rookie enough times, they're going to throw in a poor one like that. So I wasn't too disappointed, but, I definitely need English back to just, have some coverage on not being exposed there. If Martin misses, if he doesn't, whatever, we'll see. I'm sure Hardwick would have talked about it in his press conference. Have we got any quotes here? Let's go to the age. So hamstring awareness. So it's not a disaster. Obviously, if he did something, he would have been, missing a couple of weeks minimum. But we're going to have to wait and see throughout the week there. So I'm pretty happy with how the side is shaping up. Great with Ware and Hoff scoring good points, because I still want Ridley as my D7. I still want him at D7. So I'm not going to trade Stewart. I'm going to cover him by upgrading Ware. As to who, I'm not quite sure. It was going to be Zorko, but I don't think he's going to miss too many. But I'm just really concerned about where his body's at now, to bring him in. And Pendlebury just hasn't quite been the same. I know he went big last week, and again, he was down in the 70s. So I don't think you can trust him. I just, how did Blitzarves go? Can I wait long enough for Docky to just drop a smidgen? I'm not too sure. So 118, so his price went up. He's still in a get-it-way. He had 25, wow. And only 4 hit-outs. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I actually didn't see the Cats game because I was on my way to my deathbed drinking. But let's have a look at some leagues here. And hopefully I got some crucial wins because I need a few. I needed to win in the A-League. I really did. How are we going? We dropped to about 5th there, back up to 4th. So, I'm a fair bit down here. But not without... I'm gone. No chance. I was like 24 9th. 8th is 3 games ahead of me. So it would take a miracle. I feel like total points I wouldn't be doing quite that low, I wouldn't have thought, but it's a pretty strong league. No, maybe I am. No, I am. 16th. It's a pretty strong league. Privileged to be in it, but not going too well. good to get the W in the Braggers, so I'm actually going all right there, and that's the only money league I'm in, so I'm happy about that. Got a really tight 13-point win here to get the first one of Shorty SuperCoach underway. I don't really care too much about that league because it's just me and a few mates, and I don't even know what that league is. You know when you got a public league with your mates and they just chuck you in one. Yeah, again, the same scoreline. Same scoreline as this one, 13-point win. Got done here. That's a great score from Daniel. Massive score, 2,684. Comfortable win here. Happy with that. So, struggling in this one. So, I'm down to 11th. So, most of the leagues I'm there and abouts, but that's a bit of a struggle. Needed the win here. Needed the win. Got it comfortably, which is great. And likewise in this one, needed a win there. Got a 50-point win. So, happy about that. How are we going for time? Yeah, we'll waffle on for a little bit more. So I hope you had a good week out there. Not sure if I'll go live this week or how it will look. I have to put this laptop in to get fixed. I'm hoping it can just be an easy screen replacement, done and dusted in like a couple of days. But I really don't know. I think going live would probably be unlikely. But I've been trying to get around to your comments. So it's been a bit of a random couple of weeks. Obviously, Shorty was on holidays and, just some tech issues. So I'll do my best. But in a couple of weeks, we'll be back to normal. So, but my initial thoughts, I just want to see, I'd probably just want a defender that I have faith in to drop into a range of sort of 500 to 520. So that, that could be Sam Doherty. It could be Blitzarves. Because I know a lot of people would just save their trades and just in case of emergency, but I'm sort of comfortable. Trying to do two things at once here. I'd imagine his break even is about 150, 160. Yeah, 157. So he could be a chance to drop relatively close to that range. Redmond's going well, isn't he? Going well. Dale was also someone that I recommended in some comments, but obviously didn't get the video out in time. And Houston was also someone I recommended him and he scored 62. Oh boy. Honestly, he could be someone I look to bring in as well. Maybe, could you trust Angus Brayshaw? I don't, not sure. So, look at that, 18 from Dacos went well. Gee whiz. Yeah, so, what was I saying? I'd be really comfortable. My perfect situation is had Ridley D7 coverage and I can swing Angwin and Hewitt or Crisp if I need to cover midfield. And then I do want to trade Hoff down to a mid forward to then have Martin as F7. And I do ideally want to upgrade Roses as well, which is going to be tricky, but let's revisit old mate Timmy Taranto. I wonder how he went. I actually, on the radio, got the sense that he won a fair bit of the ball. I don't know what he scored. 30 touches, 111, 10 tackles. Just gives you something to think about. He's always got a higher AFL fantasy, doesn't he? Always does. So what is he now? He's down at 429 with a break-even at 81. It makes you wonder, guys. It really does. Makes you wonder if we can trust the bastard. I'd imagine Roses, he's going to drop that 83 now, isn't he? So he might have done his dash. 74. So he's probably got to go. So I'm going to plan that out, but I think Roses might have to go. And, old mate Hoff might go, but he's probably got a little bit more cash to... Ideally, it'd be great if Roses almost got dropped, to be honest. I think I just got cut off there. Normally, I've got on mute. So normally when I go over the 10-minute mark, it goes boom and sort of tells me that I've cut myself off. But if I did cut myself off, I think I was just winding the video up. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. Like I said, I'll be back throughout the week, hopefully. But if I don't pop up, you know why. I've obviously getting the computer fixed and all that sort of stuff. So appreciate you tuning in. Always love the support. Hope you had a decent week. I'll be back soon. And we'll chat later. Have a good night.